Hello, welcome back to Eclipse RP. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be going over the new civilian jobs and testing them out and seeing approximately how much money they make around an hour, half hour, around there. So again, the new civilian jobs is the Tollbooth operator, the Lumberjack, oil mining, and then the new transport job. So we're going to be testing each one of those out in this video today. What I'm going to be doing is basically going to them, testing them out for around a half hour or so, seeing how much money I make in that time. In the future, I may do a video with all 8 or I think 9 or 10 of the total jobs that are now on Eclipse for civilians, testing each one in like an hour each, so that video's going to take probably around like 14 hours to make. But hopefully I'll make that in the future. But for now, we're just going to be testing out the new jobs and just getting a sense of kind of around the amount of money they make. This is not going to include better ways to make money such as a mule or crate or stuff like this. This is just going to be the basic, just you and your bag, whatever it is. And this is not going to include any of the strategies such as using a mule or such as using crates and stuff like that. In the future, I may be making videos specifically on some of the jobs and the ways to optimize them and make the most money out of them. But for now, we're just going to be testing the jobs as if we had just our car, a bag, and whatever tool we need. So first off, we're going to be checking out the Tollbooth operator. Now, I don't think there's any way to even optimize this job at all, so it doesn't really matter too much for that one. So what we're going to do is go to the Tollbooth operator job, which is located, I believe, right here on the map. So we're going to go ahead over there, see if we can get a job there, and see approximately how much money we're going to make. Now again, I'm going to test out the other 3 jobs as well, but we're going to be testing them out in the most basic form. We're not going to be doing anything to optimize how much money you can make. In the future, I might be making probably single videos on each individual job, how to optimize them best, because I have heard with some jobs you can make like 14k and like 14k every like 20 minutes or something crazy like that. So in the future, I might be making some videos on how to do that, but for now, we're just going to take a look at the different jobs, test them out for around a half hour each, see how much money we make, and then at the end, see which one is the best. Again, just doing it the most basic way. So we're going to start off again with the Tollbooth operator job, and I will meet you guys once we are over there. Alright, so we are at the toll booth. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get a job or only one person can work in each booth at a time. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be how it is. Hello, sir. Quick question. Can more than one people work in the booth by any chance or no?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. Thank you, though.
No problem.
Alright, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do this job right now. We'll probably come back to it at the end. But let's go to the next job, which I think, since we're close to it, might as well do the Lumberjack job. See how much money that pays over a half an hour's time of, again, doing with just a bag, and no crate and no mule. Just the plain bag and hatchet strat. So we're going to go over there, test it out for a half hour, see how much money it makes. Alright, we are at the Lumberjack job. I don't know if it's better to do the trees on this side or on the other side, but and I don't know if it's better to bring your car with you or to just go on foot, but I think what we're gonna do. Alright, are none of these even cuttable over here? Is it just over there? Can I cut these as well? Let me see real quick. I forget how this works. Pretty sure you can only cut on ones that have a thing. Yeah, we can't do these ones. I don't know if they changed it, because it looks like you can't cut any of the ones over here, but I swear you could when I tried it when it first initially came out. Let me go see if they've changed it to only in the other area. Let's see real quick. Only 1 tree, 2 trees, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let's start doing this. We're going to do it with our car, because on the server you can go off-road with sports cars, so it doesn't really matter too much. I think it'll be a bit faster as well. So we're going to start the timer now, and going to see how much money we can make in a half an hour doing this, again, with just the car. I don't even know if we're going to use the bag, because it does take time to like drop it, put stuff in it, and take it out. But we're going to try this out for a half an hour, and I will cut back once we're done and to tell you how much money we made. So I'll see you guys very soon, unless we get robbed by this Mr. Reindeer.
Put your axe on the ground, now.
We're not kidding, man.
I'm just trying to, you know, do some wood.
Lay on the ground with your hands up in the air. Dude, follow us to the car. Slowly, go. Go slowly to the car. Jelle, take up the hatchet.
I haven't done anything.
Don't enter this car. Keep going downstairs. Slowly, or I shoot. Slowly. Down. Slowly. Stand still. Go down. Keep going down.
This is annoying as hell. I don't even know if you're allowed to do
Go
this in
down,
daytime,
go-
but whatever. Can we even get through here? There we go.
Stand still.
Yo, let me frisk you.
Jelle, frisk him. Take every shit he has.
Mate, so why are you out here just robbing people?
Say one more word and you're dead. You want to die?
Move away. Go away.
Stand still.
I'll probably
What's
keep
your
this in the
name,
video. I mean, he just told me
You
not to say
can
anything.
say what your name is. Say your name.
Zaz.
What?
Zaz.
Okay.
Probably leave this in so at least you guys
Stand
know
still.
the dangers of log cutting. Apparently you get robbed. Not sure what they're doing out here, just robbing lumberjacks. It's not like we have much money, but... Wow, even taking the GPS. Yikes.
How old are you, sir?
What's up? Really? Oh
Yes.
my god.
I feel you have money, man. Send
I
over the
don't.
money. I feel the money, man.
Alright. There you go.
Do you want to live, sir?
Yep.
Look where I'm aiming at. Go slowly towards there. Don't look back. Don't look back, man, or I shoot. Just keep going.
God damn it. Well, looks like we're gonna have to go buy a new hatchet and probably a new bag and all of that. We have about 3 minutes left on the timer. Are they really just gonna leave us tied here? Can we break out of these things? Can we break out of these, or we're just kind of fucked? Well, apparently, there's dangers with woodcutting. Now, I know there are some new rules about robbing in daytime, but I'm not sure since it's in the woods. God damn, they even took the GPS and all that shit. But I guess this is a lesson to y'all. When you are woodcutting, there are some assholes out there who are just going to rob you for woodcutting, which is kind of annoying, because, I mean, really don't have shit. But I don't know if there's a way to break out of this, or what. I'll figure this out, and I'll go freaking buy a new hatchet, I guess, and then come back and get back to work, I guess. We have about 3 minutes left on the timer. I had to pause it, but, this kind of sucks ass. Yeah, this kind of sucks. I need to figure out how to break out of these, and then I need to get back on the job, but, apparently this is one of the risks when you are, lumberjacking. But, I will cut back once we are back to, the job. Sounds like a shit ton of shots are going on down there.
Jump out. Thank you.
Yep, take care. Okay, so we need to go to the police to get the what's it called? Our zip ties cut off. But apparently now they're after the baller and the other vehicle, so I guess karma happens. But yeah, we had to go to the PD office. We got a nice ride from someone to get our handcuffs cut off. And then after they were cut off, he gave us a little ride up here, and apparently the guys in the Paragon attempted to rob the officers. So that was interesting. But I think it's actually going to be it. I don't really think it's worth lumberjacking right now, just because I feel like we're going to try and get robbed again. But to just go a little bit into what I found out through the lumberjacking. So first of all, let me see how much money we are at. So 15,074. So we are up, if I remember correctly, I believe we started at 9,500. So we're up about 5,500. So I would say on average, probably around 12 to 14k an hour. Just because we probably would have got another seller two in if we didn't get robbed. So I'd probably say around 12 to 15k an hour is what I'm guessing. Which is pretty good, and that's just with a bag. Now, I think you can be really efficient with this. So the trees spawn in different areas. Oh, we don't have a GPS because the guy stole it. But the trees spawn in different areas, but if you come down here, which is a little bit farther away from it, there's this gigantic group of trees here. I believe there's another big group of trees up on there. There is a big group of trees here, and then I believe there's another decent sized group of trees as well around this area. So you can definitely, if you have a mule and a couple people, you can farm this up very fast. They also did change it so you can't one-tap the trees. It takes, I think, 5 to 7 hits, I would say, around there. But if I swear, if you do get a mule and you get a couple people to help you cut down the trees and transport it and stuff, this area, this whole area from here over to there and then down there would be amazing. And I swear you can make a ton of money from it. I really do think lumberjacking is probably really good. Again, we haven't tested out the other jobs, but it seems like this job is a really good job if you have a lot of people. Now, you also have to watch out for, again, getting robbed. As you saw, that's going to be one of the difficulties of the job. But thankfully, the PD is nearby if they zip tie you for no reason. But I think it's going to be about it for the lumberjack job. Again, you can make anywhere from 12 to 15k an hour estimated. The real only risks is getting robbed. Besides that, there's not too much risk to the lumberjacking. It's pretty easy to sell it inside there. I believe you could probably make a shit ton of money though if you have like 3 or 4 people. You have like a mule or 2 and you just go in the very condensed areas and cut it all down and sell it. So the lumberjack job is definitely a pretty damn good job, but I think next we're going to move over to the oil mining job. I am going to check the toll booth, see if we can work there still yet. Also, I forgot to add, for the lumberjack job, it does now take tax, so depending on your tax, there's going to be anywhere from like 10% to, I think, 50+%. It might be more. But we're going to go over to the oil mining job, but just in case, we're going to see if we can work here. No, there's already 2 people. But now we're going to go over to the oil mining job, test that out for about a half hour, and I will cut back once we're over there. Alright, we are here at the oil mines, or the oil refinery, whatever you want to call it. Now again, the thing about this job is that the same baller? No, it's not, right? But here, I think the real thing is you're going to have to use a mule or something that has a lot of storage space or a truck, just because the sell point, I believe, is all the way... I believe the sell point is right here. So how far away is that? A couple miles, probably like 5 miles around there. So unfortunately, you're going to want something that can have a lot of storage space. Now again, just having a bag and a sports car, again, we only have 10 in here, and I don't think we have that much storage in the trunk. Let me check. But you're going to really want something that has a lot of storage here, because you're not going to want to have to go back and forth, because that is what takes up most of the time. So there's 20 volume in the back, 10 in there. We have about 100 in the bag. I think we can store about 60 or 70 in there before it fills up. What we're going to do is fill up our bag, fill up our trunk, fill up our inside, and fill up everything before we go over there and see how much you make per run. Now again, I really do recommend a SUV or some kind of truck or some kind of transport vehicle to do this job, just because the sell point is so far away. But what we're going to do is just with our bag, our LOG, and ourself is do a half hour of this, see how much money you make. But the amount of money you make is going to vastly depend on how much storage space you have in your car, and that's going to be the main factor. But at least let's try it out. You know, with a sports car, not the best one to use, but basically a sports car, a bag, and ourselves. Oh, we don't have a bag anymore, we got robbed. I'm gonna go grab a bag, and then we're gonna test this out, and I will see you guys after the testing is done. Again, this is gonna vastly change if you do have a bag, but we'll see very soon. I'll also get the price per barrel. I believe it's $70 a barrel. So again, if you do have a mule or something, you're gonna make a lot more money. Let's also see the weight of each oil barrel, I guess is what you would call it. So each oil barrel is about 5 volume. So in a mule, you're going to be able to carry about 100 of it, I believe, because I believe it has 500 storage space. So 500 or 100 times 70, you're going to be making about $7,000 a run. Now, depending on how long that run takes, you are going to be making a decent amount of money, I believe. But either way, I will cut back after I'm done testing. Also need to go grab a bag. But after I grab a bag, I'll be testing this for the next half hour, see how much money we make with just a sports car, a bag, and ourself. So I will see you guys once the testing is over. Again, I'm trying to make this video as concise as I can and as quickly, because I know the last starter jobs video was very long. Hopefully this one won't be as long, but hopefully you guys are enjoying and getting some good knowledge out of this. I will cut back to when we are done with our runs with, again, just a bag, ourselves, and our car. No mule, no transport vehicle. This is just a rough test. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright, so unfortunately from the oil refinery job, it looks like we only made about $5,000 in about 3 runs or so. I would say you can make 5 to 6 every half hour, so probably around anywhere from 10 to 12. I'm going to say estimated with a sports car and a bag. Again, you might actually be able to make a decent amount of money off a mule, but if you're just going to be using a sports car or a regular car, you're really not going to make that much money. So it's going to be pretty much it for the oil refinery job. Again, anywhere from, I would say, $10 to $12,000 if, again, you're just using a regular car and not a mule. But if you're using a mule, you can definitely make a decent amount of money from it. So I definitely recommend, if you're going to do this job, doing a mule. Again, I'm going to be making a couple videos in the future with how each job can be optimized the best and how much money you can make if you have it optimized. But that's going to be about it for the oil refinery job. Again, anywhere from, I would say, around $10 to $12,000 an hour. But next, we're going to be moving on to the transport job. Again, before we do the transport job, we're going to quickly check the Tollbooth to see if we can get a job there. If not, though, I will see you at the transport job, and we're going to see about how much money an hour or half hour we can make in that. Hopefully, this video's, I'm trying to make it as short as I can, so hopefully it's helping you guys out a little bit. Again, there's going to be timestamps in the description and such, but I'm going to go over to the new transport job, and I will meet you guys once we are over there. Alright, we got the courier job. Hopefully the car doesn't get stolen. But the courier job is located right here. It's a pretty nice spot, not too far away from much stuff. So let's see how much money we can make a half hour for this. Now again, the only difference between this and the regular delivery driver is that in this one you're actually delivering player mail and player items, and I believe they can tip you as well. So it's definitely a mix. Alright, so we'll do that. Y to start your work. Alright, let's see where we're going. Available orders, no orders. Okay, so I guess we're not going to be able to test this job that much, because this is similar to the trucking job, I believe, where people have to actually create an order for you to fulfill it. So this job is super, unfortunately, only situational. So you have to actually have a lot of people delivering mail, which I believe not a lot of people really deliver mail or put mail on a post office, because it's not really worth it when, yeah, no available orders, when you can just walk to the person anyway. So it looks like not a lot of people are doing this new mail thing. So unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be able to test this job out. But I'm going to say, just for a rough estimate, you're probably not going to be making much money, probably $2,000 to $4,000 an hour. I mean, this is just completely a guess. But not a lot of people use the real drop-off service. It's not really too useful because you have to know the person's exact address. And you also have to know their exact address and want to go to a drop-off point instead of just bringing it to them in the first place. So I don't really believe the service is going to be used too much. But again, it's impossible to really give a average amount of money you make in this job just because it's so RNG, or not RNG, but you have to rely on other people actually making orders. So unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be able to really test it out too much just because of how it works. But I believe in the future, if people actually start using this more, then you actually will be able to make money. But at the moment, I don't recommend this job at all because it's all player run, same with truckers. So you actually have to have deliveries that people actually want to do. And again, there's not much point to going one of the drop-off points and having your mail delivered for money when you can just give it to the person directly. So it's kind of weird. I don't really think this job's really going to be used at all because again, people don't really use the drop-offs, at least from what I've seen at all. So I think what we're going to do is just go back to the toll booth, see if we can figure it out. But at the moment, it seems like the Lumberjack is definitely the best one out of the new jobs. The post-op is almost completely useless at the moment, just because no one really has a point to go to these drop-offs and drop off different mail when they could just bring it to the person themselves and not have to risk waiting and all that stuff and having to pay for the delivery. So at the moment, it doesn't really make too much sense. They might change it in the future, but as of this video upload, really not worth it, not worth the job at all. But we're going to go back to the toll booth and see if we can finally get a job over there and test it out, and then I think that's going to be about it for this video. Again, there's some really good strats going on with people taking the journeys, which you can now apparently go inside of, and placing like 5 or 6 safes inside, and then doing the mining job and filling up all the safes. So there's definitely a lot of new strategies that have came out since the recent update. So we're definitely in a future video going to be testing out the best optimized jobs and how to optimize them the best. But for now, let's go back over to the toll booth job and see if we can actually do it, and then see how much money we can make every half hour or hour. If not, if there's still people there, a ton of people there, we're probably just going to ask like how much money they're making around, and if they make money per person that goes through, because that will also change the rate quite a bit. So I will see you guys once we are over at the other job. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright, so we're here. Looks like we're definitely not going to be able to get the job, unfortunately. How's it going, Joe?
What's up?
Zez.
How's it going, Kai?
What's up, bro?
Always his ass. You
Go
pay
baller
double.
now? Or you just rocking purple?
No, I just like the color.
Okay, that shit's sick. The steering wheel is
Thank
sick.
you,
Shit.
thank you, man. I made everything match. It took a
Okay.
long time.
I see it, bro. I see it.
Yeah. Jerome, you mind if I ask how much you make, like around an hour, like estimate?
I've been letting 5 people through in total, so I don't even know.
Oh, wait, do you make
It's my
money
first
per
time.
person that goes through?
Yeah, I think it's about 275. King,
Oh.
how much money do you make per thing?
300 minus whatever tax bracket you're in. That's it.
Ah.
Oh, so
Okay,
you just
okay.
make money based on if people go through, you don't get paid hourly or anything like that?
No, it's just.
So if it's
you-
dry, then you can make no money.
Oh, shit, alright. Thank you for the info. There you go, Jerome.
Okay. Raid.
Alright, so that's interesting. So apparently you only make money based on if people are going through. So another job that relies on players. So again, this job's going to be impossible to estimate because if it's a busy day and you get like 100 people going through here, you might make some really good money. If it's a slow day, you get like 2 people coming through, you're not going to make any money. So this is another job that's based entirely off of other players. So I can't really do an estimate for this, unfortunately, because it's just 100% depending on if a lot of people are coming through or not. But I think that might be a freaking owl of the truck. But I think that's going to be about it for this episode. Now, I heard there was also a decent amount of changes to mining, so we may have to check that out at some point, and a bunch of new strats that came out to make a ton of money mining. But I think it's going to be about it for this episode. Now, again, just to reiterate, let's go over a quick overview of what we found out. So again, I'm going to put on screen how much you can make approximately in each job right now. Now again, the post-op job or the delivery driver job and the toll booth job are both 100% player dependent, so it's impossible to estimate those, unfortunately. But with our little quick test, it can seem that lumberjacking is 100% the best way to go at the moment. Now, I guarantee you can make a ton more money than that. I heard of people making a ton of money with it, with a mule or something similar, and just filling it up completely, going to those areas with like a person or two or a couple of people, cutting down all the trees, harvesting them super fast, putting them all in the mule, and then selling it, having protection, stuff like that. So there's definitely ways to make a ton of money. Again, I do want to do some individual videos in the future on the best ways to optimize each job. But for now, hopefully this give you a rough idea of how each of the new jobs works, how you make money from them, and approximately how much money you make. Again, just a estimate for each job. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully this brought some new info to you, hopefully some good info, a little bit about the jobs, their money, and how they work. I think it's going to be about it. Again, I'm going to do some videos in the future about the best way to do each job. But if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like. And if you want to, subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode.